Oh, so I was sitting here, like, with not looking at the screen, and I guess Aaron's been waiting for a battle for, like, a little bit now. But yeah, let's see, I think it's this one. Anyway, what's going on, everybody? Today I'm playing against Aaron in our first Series 7 match. Let me apologize. Sorry for the delay. Didn't realize we had found each other. LOL. Yeah, so full disclosure, Aaron was going to use a different team, but I requested that he use his Players' Cup 2 team. The reason is, at time that we're filming this, it's currently Thursday evening, and I am playing Players' Cup 2 Round 2 on Saturday afternoon. Now, my opponent from Players' Cup 2 in the first round is using Regigigas and Wheezing, a combination that Aaron was using in the Players' Cup 2 as well. So I've asked him, hey, I know the teams aren't identical, I know you're using a different kind of like team, I don't even know the full... I think Aaron's team is like 4 of the same ones, but the last two kind of changed the matchup a lot. But I still would like some practice playing against Regigigas and Wheezing. So for me, I said, hey, do you mind like using Regigigas? And he was like, yeah, sure, no problem. So, yeah, so here we are. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So I'm using my Players' Cup 2 team. I hopefully will not post this until after Players' Cup 2 is over, so I might have advanced. I might have gotten knocked out. I went 5-0 in the first week, but I still need to win 2 more games, or between 2 and 4 more games, depending, to advance to the final bracket of North America. So, yeah, like I mentioned, my opponent has Regigigas and Wheezing this week, which is, like, a really scary combination. It's kind of interesting because, like, Regigigas is so strong with Wheezing, and it's not nearly as strong without it, but it's really difficult to play against. And I was testing yesterday against it, and, like, the testing didn't go as well as I would have liked. So, let's give it a shot. Okay. My opponent for this week has Urshifu, Feeny, Regigigas, Wheezing. It's choice band Urshifu. I don't know that's what Aaron is using. And instead of instead of Celesteela and Raichu, they actually have Rotom, Heat, and Regieleki, which, as I mentioned, does change the matchup a lot. That being said, I'm just gonna go ahead and run my game plan against Aaron's team. I'm not even gonna really look at Aaron's team because, yeah, like, because I'm for me this is really good practice. I'm playing as a good player who is aware of my team. Like maybe, like Aaron won't have spent as much time thinking about it and making game plans as my opponent will have. But he's still a good player and he understands how to use the team well. So yeah. So we'll give it a shot. Ideally he wouldn't bring Reggie or Raichu and Celesteela just because like I don't my opponent doesn't have those, but Aaron's also trying to win and trying to have a good set here, so I think, yeah, like, it's okay. I wouldn't ask him to only use 4 Pokemon anyway, especially because, yeah, like, my opponent probably won't, like, I don't expect them to bring Feeny or Urshifu. I think they're going to bring Wheezing, Regigigas, Rotom, Heat, and Regieleki. So, yeah, we'll give it a shot here. Even if I was going to, like, play this differently, I don't know what I would do. I'd probably, like, I feel like Aaron is forced to lead Wheezing here because otherwise... Sugar plus Squastria could just win. My team isn't super strong against Tapu Fini, or sorry, against Celesteela. That's an issue for sure, especially with what I've brought. So yeah, I also I don't know for sure if he's special or physical Celesteela. I know it's probably Dynamax Celesteela with Weakness Policy, and then Sash or AV Raichu, probably Sash. So yeah. But I have Haze, so even if he leads like Raichu Celesteela, I should be able to get away with some cheese here. Regigigas Wheezing, perfect. That's what I wanted to see. I'm going to see if my game plan works here. Aaron's Wheezing is probably also bulkier than the one that I'm playing against, if I had to guess. I know he's running Shukaberry, because I asked him about it. Because I was curious about Sash stuff. So yeah, I'm just going to use my game plan here. I'm going to click Volt Switch into Regigigas because I want to get off the field. And I want to click Steel Spike into the Wheezing. Wheezing will protect here most likely, and I will do basically no damage, but this allows me to get a defense boost on my Dusclops, so I'm going to Volt Switch into. Yeah. Effectively, my game plan here is remove the Wheezing, and then use my last 2 Pokemon, Dusclops and Feeny, to try and win the game. This works better against my my actual opponent because, like, yeah, they they do not have, like, great Feeny switch-ins, whereas Aaron has better Feeny switch-ins, I would say. Like, Celesteela is better than, like, Rotom Heat, for example, and Raichu is kind of better than Regieleki, since Finioka's Regieleki, though it depends if Trick is up or not, but yeah. Almost every day of the week, they're going to... Aaron's going to Dynamax for Regigigas here. Although I guess you don't have to, but you really don't want to take a Max Knuckle. And most Wheezing will protect turn 1, though Aaron actually doesn't have to because he's bulkier. Like, he might not fear a double up here. I don't even care if Cortana gets burned here. Like, I am fully prepared for Cortana to get burned. In fact, I think it likely will on one of the next 2 turns, but we'll see. It should be protect from Wheezing. Dynamax Regigigas first. Yeah. My main weakness with this kind of game plan, by the way, and the thing I'm most worried about is that I won't be able to get rid of Regigigas because I'm just going to ignore it for a lot of the game. So yeah, I'm going to have to figure that out. I might have to haze it later, or I might have to just like set up my Dusclops. No protect from Aaron. That's a really good not protect there. He knows that he's not really under any danger. I'm just going to go Dusclops here. I have no real reason not to. Yeah, I will get burned here, which is unfortunate, but it's fine. We're just going to trade Max's. Or, like, yeah, he's going to burn my Cartania, and I'm going to KO his Weezing, most likely. It actually does a good chunk of damage, more than I expected. So maybe Aaron is most especially bulky. This is probably Max Quake, by the way. Probably not Max Strike. Oh, it is Max Strike. Okay, I didn't predict that. It just worked. Should we Will-O-Wisp? Yeah, so that's the end of my Cartania, more or less, but it's fine. I'm almost wondering here if I want to go for Knuckle and Nightshade, or if I just want to... Because Regigigas isn't really doing anything anymore, right? So I could go for a Knuckle here if I wanted. I think I always Nightshade Weezing because I have nothing better to do. And then I think I either Knuckle Regigigas just to get a little bit of damage off and an attack boost. Actually, I kind of like that. Like, get an attack boost to go with my defense boost. I think it's pretty likely Weezing protects here. But a really good play by Aaron turn 1. I also want damage in this Regigigas at some point, and neither of his Pokemon really are threatening my Cartania right now, so yeah. Good move though, really good burn, really good Will-O-Wisp there. Like my opponent in real, like in game, will probably have a harder time with this position because they really don't want Trick Room to go up. But for Aaron, it's not that big a deal if Trick Room goes up. I think. I'm curious if he's gonna go for a taunt here or a protect. Okay, Weezing goes for protect. That's fine. I think I'll go for Trick Room this turn if he max strikes me, which I think is kind of likely. Knuckle's gonna come out here into the Regigigas, get a little attack boost here. It's not gonna do very much damage. It does, like, nothing. But it gives me an attack boost. And in theory, I could get to +2 this game. Yeah. See, this is... Okay, Max Strike. So I'm just going to Trick Room here, I think. Trick Room and Steel Spike. Oh, he actually crits me through the defense drop. Or the defense boost, which is really unfortunate. Yeah, that's a big crit. That did basically, like, infinite more damage than it should have. But that's okay. I'm prepared to lose Cartania here anyway. So, yeah, I guess what I'm worried about is... I could have Trick Room there, but I wasn't confident he would go for Max Strike, nor was I confident that Weezing would protect. So I'm gonna go for Max. I'm gonna go for Trick Room this time, and I'm gonna Max Steel Spike into the Weezing. This will KO, and I don't think he can stop it, barring another crit. This also means that my Weezing or my Regigigas shouldn't really be able to touch Dusclops for the rest of this game. So it's kind of just a game of now. The last Pokemon, like how well these Pokemon do against each other. I also don't know any of Aaron's items. Like I don't know if he is Combine, and I don't know if he's a Combine Feeny or anything like that. So, honestly, maybe I shouldn't have set Trick Room here because like it doesn't really benefit me given I have Feeny in the back. But I don't know. Yeah, I guess I played this as if he had a different team. But given it could be Urshifu in the back, Urshifu, Feeny, or Celesteela all makes sense. Max Strike again. Let's see if this is taunt. That's what I'm curious about. 118 down to, yeah, you can see I would have had a lot more health left if it hadn't been for the crit there, but that's okay. I usually get a KO here. I've done good damage for Regigigas. He's actually faster and goes for taunt. Really good move. Yeah. Okay, cool. I'm still not in a bad spot here. I think like I don't get Trick Room up, but given the board, I don't think that's that bad. Weezing goes down, and I got +2 defense on Dusclops, which is like kind of important. And like we kind of traded Weezing for Cartania here, but I also significantly lowered Regigigas' damage output for the next few turns, which is good. Oh wait, and I got a boost here, right? Yep. Oh no, not yet. Now? Cool. Okay, yeah. So I'm +1, +2 actually. So if I had more speed, I'd be in pretty good space. Also, to be fair, there I went for Trick Room, but I didn't have anything better to do. Like, what was I gonna Nightshade into Regigigas? You know. I'm not going to Nightshade Regigigas. Depending on what he goes into here, I could save my Cartania, but realistically, most of the time, I'm just going to let it go down. I think Urshifu comes in. Okay. That's interesting. Urshifu Dark. I think I switched to Feeny here. Agree? Although I really don't want to let Feeny take damage. And if he just KOs my... I think I switched Feeny in. But I could lose if I take too much damage on Feeny, right? How do I win this? Like, last Pokemon's probably their own Feeny, his own Feeny, right? Switch Feeny and then go... Because I'm likely going to lose my Cartania here one way or another. I'm going to switch Feeny and then go This is 120 or 180. This is stronger. Wait, it's dark type, right? I think it's dark type. Yeah, okay. Switch Fenian and then go for a Sacred Sword, I guess. Yeah, I kind of got out of position here. That was a good Trick Room on the... Or it was a good taunt on the Trick Room turn. I don't love giving it my defense boost here, but I really don't want to end up out of position, is the real thing. Although, actually, I think this is a bad move. I think I should Nightshaded that turn. I also think it's kind of likely he just goes for Wicked Blow into my Cartania here, but let's find out. Okay. Okay, good move, good move, good move. Yeah, this I was hoping it would be something like that, because now I'm in decent position, I think. High horsepower. This isn't going to do very much damage at all, I think. Yeah, not very much damage at all. And I think now I can just click Electro Web Dazzling Gleam and maybe win the game with this late game. Because nothing really wants to switch into it. I don't think High Horsepower KOs my Regi Lucky even at -1. I'm not sure what his Urshifu item is, though. But I think just Dazzling Gleam and Electro Web is probably my best bet. Celesteela can't switch into it. His best switch in is Raichu, which doesn't do even that well. Yeah, so I think this is pretty solid overall. Sucker Punch won't KO me. He could oh, he goes for Protect. Okay, cool. Oh, he might be going for... Okay, I think I know what he's going for. I think he's going for a... He was trying to set up for a Sucker Punch next turn, in which case I should have reflected this turn. But I do need damage on this Gigas. And actually, that does non-zero damage. That's not zero damage at all. Gleam comes out. This is not going to KO the Gigas. Although, Gigas may faint to a... Gigas might faint to a... Oh, I KO. Feeney's strong. Wait, Feeney's super strong. I did not realize that was going to do that much. Let's see if the last one is Raichu or not, because that's going to affect a lot here, I think. Celesteela. Okay, cool. I could still lose this, actually, because of... I think this thing is actually... I'm fairly certain the Celesteela is, like... Hang on. I think it's Weakness Policy, so I don't think I want to actually activate the Weakness Policy. I'm going to Volt Switch the Urshifu here in Dazzling Gleam. And I'm not sure if it's physical or special. I'm pretty sure it's special with like Air Slash and Flash Cannon, but I'm really not sure. I can activate the Weakness Policy, but I would need to haze it as well. That's in the same turn, I think. Otherwise, I can't really justify it. I also don't know if it's like Leech Seed is the last move, because goes to the double but fails it. Yeah, that's kind of risky for me. Volt Switch on out. I would love to set a screen here, but it's not looking... Actually, I can set screens, because I can switch Feeny out into Lucky next turn. I still don't know the items, because it's probably Sash... Or maybe, no, it's not Life Orb. I don't know what items on the Urshifu. Pressure. I'm using Pressure because in Player's Cup we have open information, so there's no real point in... Oh, sweet. Wait, why is Celesteela faster than my Feeny? My Feeny's pretty fast. Huh, I could have gone badly, actually. Could have gone really badly. It's probably not Leftovers. Okay, cool. It's confirmed special, though, which is good. Switch Nightshade. Yeah, and I think at this point it's pretty straightforward for me. Okay, yeah, he forfeits. That's smart. Conserve information, because I was gonna find out if it was Weakness Policy or not. I'm pretty sure it's Weakness Policy. Oh man. This is tricky. Again, this is my lead, I think. I think these are my Mons. I was initially going to bring Moltres to this matchup, and I also considered Glastrier, but I'm pretty sure that this is like my best 6. I'm happy I won that, especially because like with the Wheezing, how the Wheezing went turn 1. Excuse me. I got burned right away, right? Which, like, is not ideal in any world. But despite being burned, like, I was still able to do a lot of work with Cartania, and, yeah, like, get rid of Wheezing and then win the game from there. I wonder if my opponent's going to bring Choice Band Urshifu, because it could do a lot of work against me, I think. Although it's like, so volatile, because if it gets out of position, like, he doesn't have any switches to Feeny, so if I get, like, a Lecky Feeny on the field at any point, I could just Electro Web Dazzling Gleam or Moonblast. And, like, he can't switch into it, right? Nothing switches into that on my actual opponent's team. Sorry, I'm thinking about this, like, as if I was playing my my player's cup opponent. But I do still have to try and figure a way through this. Righteous Celesteela, yeah, this isn't a lead that I'm going to end up playing against in the Players' Cup, but probably still good to be aware of it. I don't, like, my team doesn't, this mode doesn't really deal with this super well, but I think Light Screen plus Switch should be kind of strong. I'll go into Dusclops, I'll Haze if he goes for Trick Room, unless he switches into Wheezing, in which case I might just lose. Yeah, because my only Dynamax Pokemon in this game is Cartania, and I am not confident that I'm going to be able to... Like, Dynamax Cartania doesn't beat Celesteela, you know? Like, I mean, I guess it can. With Light Screen up and, like, certain conditions met, it definitely can, but, yeah. I guess if he Volt Switches himself this turn, I'm kind of in trouble, right? Because he either goes into... Yeah, he either goes, like, into, Wheezing and taunts me, or more likely he goes into Urshifu and just Urshifu stuffs me, you know? Should be Dynamax here. Yeah, not great. Ideally, I mean, if it's Fake Out, I'm in good shape, right? Fake Out puts me in a pretty good position. And, like, Light Screen does help. Like, it's not like Light Screen is bad here, but there are certainly issues. There are certainly issues. Yeah, I think I'm not sure I can handle Celesteela Raichu with what I did. Fake Out, though? Ooh, that's not good. Get my little Light Screen up. My little Light Screen. Charm? Charm, Charm, Charm? Nah, Volt Switch side, Volt Switch. Yeah, good play, good play. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I can keep the Celesteela at +1, but I don't know how much good that's going to do me, because I'm not going to be able to Haze it. He's going to go into something that prevents Haze one way or another. I can still win this, though. Although +2 Celesteela is pretty scary, not going to lie. And I don't know if it has Flamethrower or not. Urshifu, yeah, makes sense, makes sense. Should be Airstream most likely. Yeah, Airstream into Cartania slot. Yeah. That's rough. Can't really do anything about that, realistically. Yeah, I can't really switch or anything. My question is, I think my Urshifu is faster, or my Aleki's still faster, though, at +1. Let's find out. I'm going to Haze and Electrode here. A best case scenario means I can get rid of the Urshifu, but a worst case scenario means, like... Or the best case scenario is I get rid of the boost, although actually I think I might still lose. Electrode comes out, I'm still faster, which is good. I actually do some big damage across the board, which is cool. I need to make sure that my Feeny cannot speed this Urshifu is the thing. That's why I have to make a move like that. They're going to go for just a little Wicked Blow in the chat. Dusclops is going to go down to that. I couldn't even set Reflect up to live because, yeah, it doesn't make sure I live. Airstream. Huh, okay. I think it's kind of strong, I'm not going to lie. Okay. Alright, I think I can still win this, though. It's going to depend on if that thing has Flare as a lost move or not. If it has Flare, I think I lose for sure. Without Flare, though, I think this might be winnable. Thanks to Electro Web here. Electro Web will keep them at -1 speed, and then I can go for... I think I Airstream here, because I really don't want that Raichu popping off. I could also Volt Switch here. Wait, Volt Switch isn't bad. Although, nah, I really have to Electro Web, I think. Electro Web and Airstream here, I think. Max Airstream. And if he has Max Flare, I think I just lose. But Cartania should take a +2 Airstream with Dynamax's Hulvest up. I think. But yeah, if he has Flare, I 100% will lose. I don't know if they run Flare right now. I need to get a speed boost here in order to win, because otherwise, yeah. Should we protect from Urshifu? Oh, Sucker Punch. Oh, good call, good call. I didn't even consider that. Yeah, and now I can't maintain my speed advantage. Airstream as well, but the issue is that Celesteela... Actually, wait, no, okay, hot take, I don't think that Celesteela is faster than me anymore. I really, truly don't, because it's at +2, but I'm at +1. And Celesteela with, like, let's say it's like 130, right? That's 260, but +1 Cortana is... Oh, wait, it's probably still faster than me. 177 times 1.5. Let's see. 177 times 1.5 is 265. There's a chance I'm faster than it. It's probably max speed Timid Celesteela if it's faster than my Feeny, right? Because my Feeny's... Oh, wait, how fast is my Feeny? My Feeny is 120, and Celesteela is... Max speed Celesteela is 124. So it's max speed Timid Celesteela, which is why it's not KOing things. So 124 times 2. is 248 divided by 1.5. I'm actually faster. Okay, my Cortana is actually faster than this thing, which is cool. And I'm +1 attack, and they're out of Dynamax, so I think I could win this. This is probably Raichu this turn. I wish I knew what the item was on these mons, but I don't. I think I just Airstream Muddy Water here and just say, alright, well, like, hopefully this works, realistically. His last one's probably type with Feeny, though, so it just kind of comes down to, in my opinion, whether or not... Because I'm +1, but I can't really do anything with that, right? This Scald... Actually, Moonblast might be... like, Muddy Water can miss, and I'm not in range of another Celesteal attack, realistically, so I'm just going to Airstream Moonblast here, I think. Right? Because I won't go down to another max... Yeah, I won't go down to another max, I won't go down to an Air Slash, so it depends on if he has Flamethrower or not. If he fakes me out, that's fine, I guess, because next turn I could just... Then I would Airstream Celesteal and Muddy Water, I think. And just say, hopefully this KOs. And, like, I could have gone for Scald here, I guess, but I think this is how I win. I still have Light Screen up as well for a couple more turns. I don't think the last Pokemon is likely to be... really good play, honestly. Really, really good play. I'm faster. This should probably do a good chunk of damage. Okay, I could have just KO'd it with Knuckle, I guess, and maybe that would have been better, but yeah. Let's see if he's a Flamethrower. Because I should live in Air Slash. Ah, he had Flamethrower the whole time! I'm so stupid! Okay. Alright, I lose. But I got some good information. I don't think Feeny 1v3s here. Actually, I'm confident that doesn't, because he could just switch here. Man, that Celesteal is going to be a nightmare. What boost is it? Special attack? Okay, it's just max. That's why I was doing so much damage. But I don't think Cortana at +1 was going to KO there anyway. +1 versus no bulk Dynamax Celesteela. I like in theory could. Oh wait, no. I don't think I was ever KOing there. Yeah, I didn't have any moves that could KO there, so yeah. I'll go for Muddy Water. I might get a KO here. In theory, it's possible. Yeah, no, that's the right play. If he switches and protects, then I don't think there's ever anything I could do. Good. That was actually a really good move. I am curious how much Specs Muddy Water does here, so I'm gonna go for it. But and you know what they say, like where there's an accuracy drop, there's a way. So in theory, if I drop accuracy here on the Feeny, I'm not doing enough damage. I didn't drop accuracy anyway. I'm gonna go for one more. The game's over. I don't think I can win at this point, but I just want to know how much +1 Muddy Water does to the Celesteela. I'm also curious how much +3 Celesteela does to my Feeny through Light Screen. Not that much damage. Do I miss? I had a feeling I was going to miss. I don't even get to see how much damage I do. Unfort. CM. Okay, cool. I wish I knew where the Sash was. I have a feeling it's on Urshifu based on how he's been playing it. It's probably Sash, Urshifu, and AV. What if they got Nuzzle, Volt Switch, and then like Volt Tackle is probably his Raichu set. No, but this game's over. Okay, well I got some good information. I know it's weakness policy and Flamethrower Celesteela. I'm not entirely sure what to do though, like, because if I want to beat Raichu Celesteela, I don't know if I can beat the Weezing stuff as well. I mean, I could just do, like, I guess what I can try is, because normally what I would do in a matchup like this is I'd do a Lecky, Clops, Horse stuff, like try and win with Horse. I also wanted to do Cortana Dusclops, which is pretty strong. Oh, right. Okay, this is something I can do against Aaron specifically, because I was going to do it against my opponent, but then I realized that like it might not work in like some situations. The idea here is that versus Regigigas, you make the same turn one, except instead of Trick Rooming, you Max Steel Spike and Nightshade. It doesn't work because if my opponent leads their own Regieleki, like then I'm kind of in bad shape. However, in a matchup like this, where like this is like just a variant, right? It's still the same central strategy. Like if Aaron leads Regigigas Weezing, then I can say like, like I could try this, because this is a mode that I can try. It's just no. This I don't want to leave this in against my real opponent, because if they lead with Choice Band Urshifu, like which I really don't expect them to do, but if they do, then I like could be immediately in the back foot. Despite this being pretty strong against like this lead is pretty strong against Regigigas Weezing, but it's worse against Choice Band Urshifu. But Aaron doesn't have Choice Band Urshifu, and I don't expect Aaron to lead Urshifu here regardless. Actually, he could. He actually could lead Urshifu here. Yeah. Yeah, if he leads Urshifu here, I'm kind of in bad shape. Because he could go for Wicked Blow plus Max Airstream, and I might go down to that. But I can't really stop that, right? Then I would just lose. I just go into the horse and see what horse does. But yeah, I still, like, the most important thing for me is to play if he leads Regigigas. Yeah, we're using Regigigas. Cool. I want to see how this plays out. Because, like, the most important thing for me is to get some practice against my... Like, I really want to win my match this weekend, so it's nice of Aaron to help me practice and, yeah, to bring a team that, like, is very similar, so, yeah. I may get burned here, but I think that actually the trade works out in my favor, because this is also a game where getting Trigger 'em Up is a lot more important. And you might remember from game 1 that, like, I didn't actually set a screen, right? Like, I used Regigigas to Volt Switch, and I'm probably going to lead Regigigas in my match this weekend because of the fact that, it covers for, like, opposing Regigigas plus Urshifu lead, which I'm in trouble against otherwise. And, like, gives me flexibility against, like, Rotom Heat plus Regigigas lead, which I also would love with this lead, because I can light screen and switch into Dusclops. However, yeah, like, this is the position, right? You want Dusclops next to Kartania. And if I hard read that my opponent wasn't going to do Urshifu stuff, like, until I have a better sense of what they want to do, I could definitely do something like this. Although I don't realistically see me doing a lead like this, but it's possible, at least. So, yeah, does Dynamax Regigigas with Max Steel Spike up. Regigigas is a lot less threatening, I would say. I expect to get taunted and Max Struck here. I think that's probably his best move, realistically, which is okay. And I'm just gonna keep going for Steel Spikes, I think. And make my defense big. Yeah, no Protect comes out. I think he either has to taunt or Will-O-Wisp. Most of the time you're going to taunt here, I think. I actually get the crit, which is not ideal in any shape of the word, because it doesn't give me, like, I get rid of Wheezing this turn, which puts me in really good shape, but it doesn't really help me prep for the match. So, yeah, I expect this is actually going to be Will-O-Wisp. Let's see how much +1, or Max Rate is +1 Dynamax Cortana. Okay, a lot less damage. That's what I wanted to know, is how much does that do. And now this is nice, because if he burns me, then I can get Trigger 'em Up most likely, and if he doesn't burn me, that was a bad crit. Yeah, it burns me. Yeah, then I'm in, like, decent shape, but yeah. Burn comes up, and I'm going to KO the Wheezing here. And now I think Aaron's kind of back against the wall. He can crit through my defense boost, but, yeah, it's kind of awk. Slow Start comes out, Pressure comes out. Do not get my Beast Boost because I didn't KO this turn. Take a little burn damage. I don't even know if he can... I don't think Urshifu can even KO me, realistically. Celesteela comes in, okay. That's interesting. I think I just go for a... Celesteela's faster than me, right? And it's especially offensive. I can't really damage this thing, right? So then do I even want Trigger 'em Up? It's faster than me. Oh, it's faster than me. Okay, I'm going to go for a Steel Spike into the... Oopsie. I'm going to go for Steel Spike into the Regigigas and Trigger 'em, I think. Wait, that's not even going to do any damage. Is that even smart? Steel Spike, Regigigas, and Trigger 'em? Yeah, that should be okay. Flamethrower comes out. Do I die to that? Oh, I actually just flat go down. That's fine, though. I'm going to go Dusclops and click Haze. Or, sorry, I'm going to go Feeny and click Haze. Haze Scald, probably. Dark? Oh, Aaron doesn't have Protect on this Regigigas. This is something I just learned. However, he also doesn't do any damage. Okay, so this actually... I don't actually know if that KO worked out that poorly in his favor, because, yeah. Special defense falls. Trigger goes up. So I'm +1 defense, -1 special defense. That thing's +1 special attack. Yeah, I think this is just like a Scald plus Haze turn. Oh, Regigigas gets knockoff, which is actually kind of... That changes the matchup a lot, I think, because I was planning for Dusclops 1v1s the Regigigas in the end, but it doesn't seem like that's going to be possible. I'm going to Scald and Haze here. I think once Celesteela goes down, my Ice Horse should beat a lot of his remaining Pokemon. But the last Pokemon's most likely, it's most likely Urshifu, right? Realistically, the last Pokemon pretty much has to be Urshifu. So, yeah. And getting rid of Regigigas isn't super easy either. truthfully. Then again, he can't really switch into this at all, so we'll just, I don't know. We'll just have to see what happens. I didn't get a screen up or anything. Yeah. Oh no, this is game 3. Okay, yeah, good move. But I can just go. What's that?
Game 3 of what?
I'm playing with Aaron for fun.
Oh, true.
Yeah, but this is the match. This matchup is really similar to what I'm playing this weekend. So Aaron agreed to like use this team because he's good with it and to help me prep. How much does this do? Probably a lot. Oh, I think I lose. Wait, that did way too much damage. Wait, what's Regigigas' speed stat? Is it faster than me? It's like 80. It's under 80. It's base 100. It's 150, 160. Oh, I'm faster. Okay. I'm slower in trick room, which is good. Yeah, it'll probably Giga impact me and just take the KO, which isn't great. But the speed drop is nice. I'm just gonna go for Scald plus Nightshade here. Although, wait, Nightshade does 50 damage. It's 0 bulk Celesteela. I should Nightshade. I need to get rid of Celesteela so that I can move with Ice Horse in the end. I think Aaron Giga impacts me. I'm pretty sure Feeny at -1 is slower than Regigigas at slow start. Assuming it's Jolly max speed. It's base 100, right? Which is 167 stat, which is, like, should be faster than me. Okay, yeah. Oh, wait, no. Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. This should do enough to put in range of Nightshade. Burn. Nice, big burn. Giga Impact comes out, connects. That's really good. We actually want Feeny to go down here because that lets me get Ice Horse in, which lets me take a KO with close combat this turn and get an attack boost. Wow. I'm gonna tap a Feeny impression. For flamethrower, yep, good call. I can't get burned because of the terrain. Celesteela takes some damage, yeah, and Regigigas is forced to recharge this turn, so I can go for close combat and Nightshade and guarantee 2 KOs. The burn there is really nice, truthfully. There's 3 turns of Trick Room left, I believe, which is exactly as many as I need, unless he gets double protect. 2 turns of Trick Room left. Oh wait, then I might lose? If the last one is Urshifu, do I might lose this, actually. If the last one is Urshifu, because if I close combat here, I KO Regigigas, but then it gets a... Huh, wait a second. I thought I had 1 more turn of Trick Room left. Because close combat will KO, and then... But then I'll drop my defenses. Oh, but then... Okay, yeah. I'll close combat and Nightshade here, and make it a 2 versus 1. Because then I can Haze next turn, it's the same thing anyway. Up. Like, I'm getting rid of my attack boost, but it doesn't really matter, realistically. The only question is, does Ice Horse... Actually, I think regardless, Aaron should win this in a 1 versus 1, assuming it's Assault Vest Raichu and Sash Urshifu. I'm just gonna quickly see, does Glastrier even live Urshifu? I think it does, right? Versus Urshifu. Looks like a roll to live. Yeah, it is Urshifu. It looks like a roll to live, so I'll just go... I think I lose this unless it is... If he protects here, he just wins every time, I think. Unless he misplays, which is unlikely. So I'll just go for Haze. Yeah, Haze plus close combat. Honestly, really well played. I think that the Celesteela was really hard for my team to deal with. And... Yeah, I couldn't really do anything against that. Yeah, I feel solid about my game plan overall. My opponent doesn't have Flamethrower Celesteela to mess with me, so... yeah. Just call my Nightshade. If he close combats here, I can win, but he really has no reason to not go for Wicked Blow. Unless he's not Focus Sash. But I think based on how this game is played out, I'm pretty sure it's Focus Sash. But yeah, really well preserved Urshifu, and that should probably clean it up here. Which is another reason why, like, I don't really want to bring Glastrier into the matchup. I really want to bring Regigigas. And yeah, like Regigigas, if I had Regigigas instead of Glastrier in the back here, like, I most likely would have been able to win. Although I wouldn't be able to get rid of the Urshifu, or what's it called? Oh, I live. If he's Focus Sash, then that play doesn't make too much sense. But if he isn't Focus Sash, then yeah, that was his only option, and he should have been able to win. Oh, he wasn't Focus Sash. Okay, that was his best move. Well, it's a roll in my favor, but still, that's literally 1 HP. But yeah, not super clean. I wonder what enemy was. Anyway, yeah. So thanks to Aaron for playing and for using a team. Like, again, he was going to use a different team, but I asked him to use this one so I get some practice. I feel good going into. I feel like after this match, I feel good about the weekend. So, yeah, we'll go from there. But yeah, check out Aaron. Please subscribe to the Panda Global YouTube channel if you're watching over there. And yeah, I think that's it. Goodbye.